Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is my channel, Novel Sarah-ndipity. So, February is the month of VaLITines, and I am so happy to be a co-host. Our main host and the brains behind most of this readathon is Kate from Chapter Kate, and then I will be having a fellow co-host, Leah from Where in the World is Leah Jane, also co-hosting with me. We will then also have a bunch of co-hosts for particular events and challenges going on throughout the month, like Twitter sprints and Instagram hosts and video challenge hosts. There's gonna be kind of like some smaller tiered co-hosts that are co-hosting with me and Leah, and then Kate will be like the main chaperone of this VaLITines dance. It's not a dance. I don't know why I said that. I'm leaving it in. So I will go through my TBR. I am in the middle of 12 books at the moment, and I am trying to fit in as many of my currently reading books as possible to try to get me closer to that 0, because I'm overwhelmed and this is a great excuse to get my currently reading list down throughout the month of February. So I guess this is also my currently reading video. I don't know. But I am currently reading 12 and I didn't fit in all 12 of those books, but I did fit in a good majority of them. So let's get started. It is currently blizzarding outside, so this first book I'm fitting into a few different challenges. The first one is Cold Shower. Read a book that is rumored to have steamy scenes. The challenge for By Any Other Name. Read a banned book because it was banned in Turkish military academies. 5 stars. A book that a friend or foe has rated 5 stars. The challenge for More to Love, a book over 400 pages. And the book that I have chose is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I'm reading this for the Catch-Up Book Club. I fell behind, but I'm currently on page 203. So, I mean, I made a good dent already and I want to read a little bit more before the end of this month, January. I wanted to get halfway, but even halfway is still like a legit whole other book because this book is huge. So that is book 1. You guys also see all my books here. The next book that I am going to be reading is The Beast Player by Naoko Uehashi, and this one I am fitting in the categories for Roses Are Red, which is to read a book with red on the cover. This one does have some red down like in the corner, but if not, I have a few other books that could fit into this category. I have a few. This one fits into another challenge, To the Ends of the Earth, which is read a translated book. This was translated into English from Japanese, so there's that one. Next is Beautiful on the Shelf, and it is a book that has a beautiful cover. I want to pick up on where I left off of Children of Eden by Joy Grasfa. I am currently on page 186. I don't have that much more to go, but this cover really is just a beautiful masterpiece. I really do like it. It's unique and beautiful and I love it. For the rest of that one, for this prompt. The next prompt is The Gift That Keeps on Giving, a book that was gifted to you, and I am going to be reading the graphic novel Paper Girls, Volume 1. This one was gifted to me by one of my really good, in real life friends for Christmas, and her name is Jenny, and she's such a doll because she got me books for Christmas because she knows me so well. So yes, Volume 1. I've been wanting to read this for a really long time, so now this is a perfect excuse to actually read it. So Volume 1. Next is the challenge Heartwarming. Read a book that has been heartwarming to you in the past or that you think will be heartwarming. In this one, I want to finish my current read of Frozen Rain by Catherine Purdy. This whole series, I think, is going to be wrapped up really nicely, and I feel like I'm going to feel very heartwarmed at the end because I've really fallen in love with the characters. So I want to finish this one. This one I do have on my Kindle. It just came out a couple months ago. I do want to finish reading the 3rd book to this series. Next is Forgotten Love. Read a book that you have DNF'd. I don't DNF books, but I do start a book and then not finish them. And not usually because I don't like them, just usually because I keep picking up books, reason why I have 12 books on my shelf to read. And this one is going to be Zero Regrets by Apollo Ono. This is kind of like a memoir of autobiography of sorts. He is an Olympic gold medalist, speed skater. He doesn't compete anymore, but he is a really good voice in the Olympic community, in the Special Olympic community, and he's just somebody I really look up to. He is part Japanese, and his dad immigrated here to the United States when he was just a child. His dad was a single parent, and I have actually started this book twice and have never finished it. I'm not very far in this one. I am on page 27, but it's just really cool. I love the layout. His writing's actually really nice. It has some pictures in the middle of kind of his journey, and I'm really excited to get more into it because it's something that I'm actually kind of passionate about. Yes, I just gonna finish this book. The next book on my TBR is Ghost. I don't have it yet. I need to find it, but I went to Twitter and asked you guys, so if this book doesn't fit into all of these prompts, I'm so sorry, but I went with the knowledge that was given to me. So this one fits into Black History Month, which is read a book by a Black author for Black History Month. And this is by Jason Reynolds, who I have been told is a Black author, so I want to read this one. I'm also fitting it into the challenge for Puppy Love, which is read a middle grade book. I was told this is a middle grade book. And then Skinny Love, which is read a book that's under 200 pages. My graphic novel would fit into this, but I am gonna fit it into this prompt too. Some of these books will overlap. There's that. And this one is about a kid that just loves to run. He challenges a sprinter to a race and wins, and then he has like Olympic coaches and stuff trying to recruit him. And the synopsis that I read, he has a lot of anger and stuff like that, so I think it's going to be just a really good book. I was also in track and field. I did run, so I feel like it's something I could relate to in that sense, so I think this one's going to be a really good fit for me. The next one is prompt for Happily Ever After. Read a book that is a retelling. This month for Rachel Marie's book club, they were reading Circe. I am not finished with it and won't be by the end of the month. I did make a semi-good dent. I am on page 98, which isn't halfway or anything. I do want to read a little bit more of it this month. I won't be finishing it, so I'm fitting this book into that prompt. Sharing is caring. So this is pick a book from another readathon. I'm also participating in the booktube games. I don't think I'm gonna be super active, but like I'll put in my page count and do some of like the challenges here or there. But the group book, the book everyone is gonna be reading is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nan. And I did get this in the Owl Crate box, so it's signed and everything. I'm sure everyone has heard a lot of description and synopses for this book, so I'm not really gonna go much into it. Yeah. And then hopefully I'm gonna be able to do this one, but it is Library Love Month, so it is library month. And this prompt is just to borrow a book from a library and read it. So this one, I am going to be reading Obsidio, and this one is by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This one I'm actually hoping to listen to the audiobook because I connected my library card to OneDrive, so I want to rent the audiobook from my library. It's just, I'm like 13th in line last time I checked, so I'm not actually sure if it's gonna come through, but I will be fitting this book into that prompt. And then there is Together Forever. And this one is to buddy read a book with somebody. I am going to be buddy reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire with Lori from Lori and Thomas. We talked about it. This one is quite larger than the other ones, so hopefully I don't fall too far behind like every other buddy read we've done. Sorry, Lori. But this is the 4th book in the Harry Potter series. And yeah, I'm not gonna say much about it because I feel like it'd be a waste of time. One book that I don't know really what's going on with it yet is my buddy read for the buddy read roulette. I haven't been paired with anyone as of today, but when I get my buddy reader, I don't know. I guess when we are paired with each other and we talk about it and we pick a book, I will add that book. There are some other challenges for this bingo card that are non-reading or like activity or self-care like challenges. The first one is love song. Write a song or poem for your book that you're currently reading. I'm not a big poem or songwriter. I'm more of like a short story fanfic kind of girl. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing this or not. Framing the fave is taking your favorite book and taking a beautiful picture of it and posting it. So this one should be relatively easy. Just take a picture of your favorite book. Use the hashtag VaLITines on social media. I am a co-host, so I'm going to be using it all the time, so this one shouldn't be a problem. Read cozy. So read with your favorite or coziest blanket or coziest clothing. I do this almost every night. Where you go, I go. Take a book everywhere you go in one one day and read. So I usually have at least 1 or 2 books with me almost at all times. So I do this on a regular basis, but I do want to keep a list of all the places that I read and then kind of tell you guys at the end of the month where I've read all my books. Bubble bath, read in the bubble bath. I love bubble baths and I love bath bombs and bubble bars. So yeah. Hot date, read by candlelight. So I will have a candle going, but the light will be on because I don't feel like candles give enough light. But so this is semi-cheating, I guess, but I'm gonna be doing it. And that's it for the bingo card. So other challenges will be going on with Twitter sprints, Instagram. Our Instagram posts will be posting things, and then there's gonna be video challenges also going on. So please, please, please check out Kate's channel, my channel, Leah's channel for our announcement videos. And for more information, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, which I will link down below. If you haven't made your TBR video, do it. You're running out of time. But yes, I hope to see you guys all on Twitter. All the love. Bye.